Hi guys, John the Firearms Instructor, and welcome back to our channel. I'm glad you're here. If you're new to the channel, my name is John Johnson, and I own and operate a firearms training facility in beautiful Cape Coral, Florida. We're on the southwest side of Florida, where today it is March 8th, and it is about 90 degrees outside. Indoor range, 75. That's why we have it, ladies and gentlemen. The hotter it gets, the more you appreciate an air-conditioned range. So today we're going to be discussing what I would do if I had 50 rounds in a limited amount of time, less than 40 minutes, and what drills or what sequence I would do it in. And we're going to cover a few things here today, but let's assume that you know nothing, and I'm going to give you the list of things you must bring with you as we go. Obviously, a firearm, a pistol of some kind. It doesn't matter what caliber, what you're comfortable with. A pair of safety gear, eyewear and earwear. Your tactical marker. Some targets here. Now we're lucky enough to have targets that already have 3 circles on them, but you'll see later why those are important to us, because we're going to transition between left and right today with a pistol. And we want to make sure that we have targets. If you don't have those, you can obviously use paper plates or 3x5 card. We always talk about those are easy to get a hold of at the dollar store. So beyond that, those are the things that you need to have. And then you need to have some range that has some footing there. The longest shot we're going to do today is that 7 yards, which is 21 feet. And that's our concealed carry maximum area that we want to shoot past. Obviously we can shoot further than that if we want to, but we want to have pinpoint accuracy from 21 foot and in. The shortest distance today will be that 3 yards, and each one of these will give you a magazine drop and a magazine load and a racking of the slide and all that stuff like that. We're going to have a magazine count today of 1 in this gun, but you can have up to 2 magazines loaded, ready to go at each time. I would recommend doing it with 1 magazine, because it kind of gives you the ability to slow down a little bit, because you can burn through 50 rounds pretty quick. So this is a 5-round count drills on each one of these things, and we're going to try to give you enough time behind the gun to get comfortable, but not too much time that you're spending all day at the range. All right, and this will be a pretty cool video, I think. Now we're going to do some explaining, and then we're going to do some shooting to show you each one of these as well. So we'll be right back. Okay guys, so here we are at the range. I have the Taurus G3 Toro. This is the optic ready, big 4-inch 17 round gun from Taurus. We're gonna start with our dry fire series. We're gonna dry fire this gun 10 times. Dry firing helps tremendously understand the travel. I haven't shot this Taurus that much, but I want to make sure I understand the travel, how much it goes back, where's the wall at, and everything else like that. And you'll see me dry fire this a couple times. And then from there, we're going to start our actual live fire. And the live fire all starts with 1 mag, 5 rounds. And we're going to put the target at 3 yards. And we're going to start that target at 3 yards. And we're going to try to be as precise as possible, with proper grip, proper stance, proper trigger control, turning my chin just a little bit, getting my eye over the weapon, using the tip of my finger, and slowly pressing the trigger. And as that cuts, we're going to put another one down range and another one down range, and then we're going to finalize those shots. Okay, so I look at that base, I say, okay, that looks good to me, and I'm going to roll it back to the 5 yards, and I'm going to do exactly the same thing. And what I'm trying to do is be consistent. Consistent point of aim, consistent trigger pull is going to make you more accurate. And then once we're done with that, we're going to roll it back to the 7-yard range. At 7 yards, we need to be really, really consistent on the trigger engagement, because now we're 21 foot back, and we're going to get a little bit more bullet travel or bullet drop that we need to be consistent on and keep that gun level as we're cutting the rounds. Now, here's where it gets to be a point. If you did all these properly, we're going to continue to go. But if you haven't, you need to go back to the place that you're not hitting properly. Let's say, for instance, you did really well at 3 yards and you did really well at 5 yards, but 21, you're way off the target. You need to stay at that and just work that 21 until you can get all 5 rounds into 21, and you may be done for the day after that. That may be it. But let's say, for instance, you were able to consistently hit at 3, consistently hit at 5, consistently hit at 7, then we would move on. Now we're at 30 rounds of ammo at this point in time, guys. And we probably have spent 15 minutes here so far, all right? So from there, what we're going to do is we're going to take the third thing and do a transition. And transitioning really starts with doing everything up top, proper stance, proper grip, proper trigger control, proper sight alignment, and everything else like that. But where it changes is you don't move your arms to aim the weapon, you move your waist to aim the weapon. As you see me spin with my waist, it makes a big difference because the gun will stay level. And at this distance, what we're going to do is we're going to leave it at 7 yards, and we're going to start transitioning to the 7 yards by doing, we have 5 shots here, so we're going to put one in our most common one. I'm right-handed, my right target being most common. We'll do 2 in the right, 2 in the left, 1 come right back, the last one, and put 1 more in the right. Let's say I did really well with that. I'm going to bring that target base back up to me and do thou at 5. Same thing. Now we're going to start this side left first. We'll do 2 in the left, 2 in the right, and go back to the left. And this will give us our transitioning, which is very important to get your handle on that. All right, so now we're at 5 yards. We're going to bring this target back to the 3 yards, and this is where we're going to take a little target. We're going to either pick a little target, pick a spot, pick a bullet, or you're going to see me put a smaller target on this. And then from here, I'm going to try to shoot these and be as tight as possible. I mean, control this gun to the point where the bullets are touching. They're clover leafing. And if I do that really well, then I'm going to do that one more time, but I'm going to try to do it as fast as I can do it. And that's going to be a quick bang, 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 bang. And try to really dump those rounds, if it makes sense. And control dump, in other words. And by the time we do all this stuff, you're at 50 rounds. So there we go. Let's see how I did. Let's review it. Pretty low on that one there. Out at 21 foot, I was kind of getting a little higher in the plate here, which is causing the shots to come up there. And then when I shot really, really fast, I was pulling the trigger very quickly, and you saw what happened there. I was aiming here and was missing down there. Now, as far as if this was in the middle of the bad guy's chest and those were the bullets that were hitting him, I'm sure I would be okay with that. But could I get better? Yes, I could. Transitioning wise, I was able to transition pretty well, right and left there. That's a good drill to try, guys. That's making sure that you don't bend your wrist, just your waist, but you need to stop before you engage the trigger, or the bullet's going to fly directly out the left side somewhere or the right side somewhere. Not a bad little deal. I'm not fatigued. I'm not tired. I could have shot probably this same drill multiple times. But, you know, money is everything and time is everything. And when you get 50 rounds and limited time, you could do this in a lunch break and get something out of it. This is your carry drill, basically. This is going to give you your magazine load, your magazine drop, your sight alignment, your sight picture, your acquisition, taking the slack out of that trigger. If you notice, when I was engaging that weapon, I was getting a good cadence going on there. It was allowing me to control the weapon, keep that stiff out there, but I wasn't really putting a ton of pressure on it. I would continue to do this drill until you aced it. I need work, I can tell that right off the bat, but I've told you before, guys, I never, ever, ever will edit these videos and show you that I'm an expert marksman. It's all about the vital triangle, really, and the more we do this, the easier it becomes for us. As far as what it goes, I think I counted, I missed maybe 5 or 6 out of the 50. I could improve very much so on this. So give this a try. I think it will give you something else to do at the range than just come and put holes in paper. So until next time, guys, God bless, be safe, and remember, you are your first line of defense. Guys, if you like what we're doing, and you are, and we really appreciate the subscribing and the liking and the hitting the bell icon, but if you haven't done that yet, please support my family-owned business by hitting that button down there. And anytime we upload something, you'll be the first to know. Until next time, God bless.